Making moves Monday. And the scripture's always good. So here's one for you. Bless the Lord, all my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, all my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercies, who sat, satisfies your mouth with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. This is Psalms 103, verses 1 to 5. And on tonight, I want to talk to you about benefits at work. Hey, and don't forget to like, share this video, or depending on where you're watching it from, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And then go ahead and shop at my online store, possibly get you one of these hats or buy you something else to help a brother out. But enough of all of that. Let's get into it. All right, so we're definitely coming close to the month of November as October is getting ready to end out. And as we get closer, most jobs will be giving out benefits to their actual people who actually work there. So if you have been working at a company for a while, usually in November is the time when you get to renew your benefits, and you are able to look at your benefits and see which things you want to actually keep on your benefits and which things you want to actually take off of your benefits. Now, oftentimes people will definitely just keep their things the same and probably don't even look at it, and they just pick whatever and they don't actually pay attention to it. But I'm here to tell you that you should definitely pay attention to your benefits and what you are actually paying month to month. This is important for you to actually look at so you can figure out, have things actually changed, have they went up on my benefits, or are there some things that I can get out of my benefits that will be helpful to your everyday living and how you go about doing your everyday living or everyday shopping, or just how you going to go about living the rest of your time here on this earth while you're actually working at the job that you're working at. So one of the things that a lot of people will definitely skip over, and they really shouldn't, and sometimes people choose to elect this. And I will definitely say for myself, I don't think that most jobs give you the best benefits when it comes to this, and that's life insurance. The reason why I say that is because there's a lot of life insurance agencies that you can go to outside of your job that will actually give you a better deal than what your job would actually give you. But then also too, getting life insurance through your job, in most cases, your job is paying life insurance on you already. Now, it's not a good amount that they'll be willing to actually give you in terms of life insurance if you were to actually pass away, but it will be something. But I think that you can definitely get better deals for much cheaper than what your job actually offers, and your family would definitely get a lot more money. And then too, there are universal life insurance policies that may work much better than the policy that you have at your actual job. So this is why I think it's important that you actually look and see how much does your job pays you if you actually pass away, if you're paying for nothing, and then how much they actually will pay you if you're paying monthly to the benefits of a higher paying life insurance policy through your company, and then compare it to the life insurances you can get outside of your job. And I think you'll find out that it's a lot better to do it outside of your actual job. Another thing to definitely look at is certain jobs, they give you the opportunity to actually have insurance that pays for your court cases. So in case you have to be at court, or possibly you can't actually be there, then it would definitely have people who can actually be there at court for you, so that you don't actually have to show up. And then some jobs give you the opportunity to have a representative for any kind of case that you may actually face. So this is something to definitely take advantage of if your job actually offers that. Now, then definitely a big one to look at are these big three: is your vision, your dental, and then also to your medical benefits that you actually have at your job. Definitely with your vision, this may be one that it doesn't actually charge you, depending on where you work at, I should say. Charges you a whole lot of money, so it's good to get that. But definitely a lot of people choose sometimes not to actually get it. But from most places that I have worked at, your benefits for your eyes and your vision is not that much, so it's definitely a good benefit to actually get if you can get it, because it's not going to cost you a whole lot of money, and then you can utilize actually being able to have it, so in case your eyes do start going bad or something happens and you need to get them checked out. Then also too, your dental, if you these are usually pretty cheap, and then you probably want to go and check and see if you feel like you don't need to go to the dentist that often or whatnot, then you can get the cheaper version of it. But in most cases, it's not that pricey as well. So this is another one that a lot of jobs offer, and people should definitely take advantage of. Now, the biggest one that most people are going to have to deal with or need to deal with is your health insurance benefits. Now, this is something that I definitely would recommend people to look at and base it on how much or how often you feel like you actually go to the hospital, or you need to go to the doctor and check in and things like that. Some people are who may be really healthy and don't need to actually go to the doctor as much. You probably don't want to spend as much money on actually going to the doctor. But then for some of you who do go often, then you may want to pay a higher price on it, so that you can actually make sure that a lot of your stuff is covered, and you don't have to cover a whole lot of money if you do have to go to the hospital or go to the doctor frequently. Then you're going to have to pay a lot of copay out of that. So then you may want to look at paying a higher price. Now, the one thing that a lot of people don't actually talk about, which should be talked about, is making sure that you get what is called a HSA, and then for certain jobs they have maybe a flex benefit that you can actually use, meaning that it's something that's probably an inside thing where you can only use it based on you actually working there at that job. But I believe that the health saving account is an account that everybody should actually get, because for one, it actually helps you to get tax deductions. So this is where you actually put a monthly cost that you want to take it, well, not monthly, a weekly amount that you want to actually have taken out of your check, and at the end of the year, then this thing will be available for you, or as soon as you start putting the money on it, it'll be available for you. So then you don't have to pay out of pocket for certain things, medicines, or things that you're getting from the pharmacy, or when you have to actually check into the hospital and you need to pay that co-pay or whatnot. You don't have to worry about doing it, because you can actually use your card. But the best benefit about having this is that it gives you a tax deduction. So at the end of the year, you can use this as part of your tax deductions. And I believe that the depending on if you have family or if it's just for yourself, you can, I think if it's for yourself, the amount that you can put on it in 1 year is about $4,000 or so, and then this actually rolls over, and then I believe the amount If it's like family, maybe anywhere to like 8,000 or so that you can actually put on it. But like I said, the best thing about this is that you are able to use it as a deduction on your taxes. So that means when tax season comes around, you are able to lower the money that they're going to say that you actually owe, which may give some more money back in your pockets. And you know what? I probably should definitely do a video breaking down the HSA versus the FSA. So for those of you who don't know, the health savings account versus the flex spending account, because there's some definitely differences to them. But last but definitely not least, one of the things you need to look at in terms of your actual benefits is your retirement plan. Now, oftentimes people don't want to talk about or look at their retirement and what they are getting in their 401k. But this is definitely important because this is money that you can utilize once you actually leave your job or whenever you actually retire. But then even if you leave your job and you move on to another job, you can take this money actually with you. And then it's important to just know where your money is going and how it's actually growing for you or it's possibly not growing for you. Now, one of the good things about having a retirement plan is, for one, you can definitely use it in terms of investing. And at most jobs, you're able to actually invest in whatever it is you want to invest your money in. So this could definitely help you to actually build up your money. So instead of, some people work a job and then they take some of their money out and invest it individually, you can actually, on most jobs, take the money that you're putting in your 401k and you can actually start doing your own investing. So you can put that money in there and then you can start actually investing that money to do what you want it to actually do, so that when your retirement comes up, you have already invested in some investments that actually work out good for you, and then you can have more money off of your retirement. Now, I say that it's important for you to actually possibly do it yourself or look in every month and see if the investments that they're doing for you are actually working. Oftentimes, people may just put money into their retirement, and all the money that they may actually get is the money that the actual company actually matched to it. And that's because nobody's actually doing anything with your money, and they're not invested in anything in the stock market for you. So your investments may not be, your money may not be actually moving as it actually should. So this is why it's important to actually look at this and keep track of it and then do some investments yourself. Now, another thing that's definitely great about having a retirement account is you can actually borrow against it. Oftentimes, people are going through struggles, they're going through issues, and maybe because their credit is bad or for whatever reason, they just can't borrow from other companies or from a loaning company, or it could be the fact that a company just charges you a high interest rate. You would definitely get a low interest rate no matter how bad your credit may actually be, because this is money that you are actually putting in to your retirement. So you can actually borrow against that, and then you can actually set up how much you pay a month on it. So it may be where you can set up a lower amount for you to actually pay over a longer period of time. So you'll definitely get better interest rates on this. So this is why I would suggest that you actually get a retirement plan and actually start putting money towards it. And then when you need the money, you can actually borrow against it. Now, one of the things to point out too, if you ever do leave the job and you borrow the money against it, you will have to pay that money up front, but that can definitely come out of your retirement funds, which will be available to you. And then another thing to point out is that it also has to do with how much you actually put in. So it's a certain amount. Usually at most jobs, it may be 1,000 or more that you have to put in before you are able to actually start borrowing money against it. But this is important to do in case you actually need money and you need it fast. Just go to your own retirement funds and get that money. But we'll probably have to do a separate video talking about the difference between a traditional and a Roth. They definitely do have some good benefits to both of them, but I'll probably break that down in another video. But just in short, with a Roth, you're able to pay taxes up front so that when you take out your money later in the future, you don't have taxes against it. And then with a traditional, you get tax deductions because they don't take the money out up front in terms of your taxes. So you can use this on your taxes when you're doing your taxes to actually get tax deductions. All right, so make sure that when you're getting ready to do your benefits in the up and coming month, that you're actually looking at these things and you're not just skipping them over and not actually caring about what's going on in them. This will definitely help you out in the future, and this can definitely be beneficial to you in the following year. In 2026. So make sure that you check out your benefits and you're looking at them and you're actually paying attention to how much you're paying towards certain things and what things you can definitely cut out to actually save you money in the future and in the present time. Now, I may do a separate video about these things because there's a lot of stuff I didn't break down, but as always, remember that one move can change your whole life. Making Moves Monday.